The last time I talked about the nature of Christianity, I was promoting the notion that its greatest threat to it is its own members. Well, a few days ago, my other half bounced off another concept with regards to Christianity, and that was the issue of the Christian brand. And here's what it meant. Is Christianity based upon some form of personal relationship with the deity, or is Christianity merely a group identification? Which is more important, the beliefs or the notion of giving the proper appearance? And consider, in a lot of our culture, when they talk about Christian such and such, it's based upon that group identification. We have businesses that advertise as Christian businesses, basically to draw in other like-minded people. When you drive around, you see people with fish on their cars. All of this based upon a social identity. But one can have all kinds of social identity without actually having the beliefs that underpin it. Maybe our perception of Christianity with our society is wrong. Maybe it should be based upon the personal beliefs. I think to the arena of the Gospels, one of the groups that Jesus was always picking on were the religious leaders, the Pharisees. Like, for example, the issue of prayer. He would say, that they would pray basically for the glory of men, referring to the Pharisees. And he would instead say, pray in private, away from other people. I think he himself was taking the notion of, your beliefs are the hallmark of your faith, not how it appears to other people. But yet, by subverting Christianity to that of a social identity, it is now taken a far different issue. My earlier video pertaining to Christians being the greatest threat to their own religion is a correlate of that, in that by that social identity, they have allowed terrible things, unchristian things to happen in the name of Christianity. As these groups, as any group forms, you get like-minded people, and they begin to become social and political force. We have large sections of the Christian population that, because of that Christian identity, have to vote or espouse a certain way of life or a certain belief system. From a political standpoint, many of them insist that unless you have an R after your name, there's something wrong with you. That's all part of that social identity, because there are a lot of Christians that think that, Republicans are unchristian, just as there are many Christians who think that the Democrats are unchristian. Anytime you have a group get together, you get all kinds of political interplay. Is this all a consequence of the Christian brand of appearing to be Christian, but not necessarily believing as a Christian?